Hi, how's everybody? My name is Matt M. This is the Junk Room, and I want to welcome y'all to episode 3 of my vlog. So a couple weeks ago, I had posted a question. If anybody had questions pertaining anything I did, and I know I'm kind of late on it. I was having technical difficulties with my camera. Had to get a new SD card, and took like 10 weeks because I'm cheap and I ordered it from China. So, but we're here now, and we're here today, so we're gonna keep going with this. So a couple weeks ago, I posted if anybody had questions for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and read some of those questions and answer them the best I can, of course. So this first question is from Emmanuel. What's up, Emmanuel? And he asked me why music, which is a good question, and it's fair. I played sports for a really long time. For those of you who know me, I was sports heavy. I loved it. I don't regret it. I had so much fun doing it. But when sports ended for me after high school, it mainly ended because of my lack of. I went through some like a lack of confidence. I didn't think I could do it. So, I'm past that now. But luckily, at my low point, I found music, and it kind of saved me. It helped me, and I was able to write, and I was able to inspire, and I was able to be inspired, and that's why music, because I love it so much, because I do it every day and I don't get tired of it, not even a little bit. So that's why music. Honestly, thank you, Emmanuel, for your question. This next question is from Emmy. He asked me, um, "Why did you start rapping?" Which is kind of piggyback. He asked me two questions, but it kind of piggybacks off the other question. So I started rapping because I felt like I could do it, man. Like, I know in that time it might have been silly. People thought it was funny, but in that time I was like, man, I really feel like I could rap. So I started rapping and I did it. And then I asked some people around me like, hey, what do you think of this? And that gave me confidence to just keep going. So, and the rest is history. So it's been years and I'm still doing it. His next question is, why is your mixing so expensive? I want to rap. Or no, why is your mixing so expensive? I want to be a rapper. First, my mixing's not expensive. Okay. Second, um, you can be a rapper, bro. You don't need to be in my studio to be a rapper. You know how many people I know record on an earphone and like a mic on their earphones? Like, you can do it. You know, just don't make excuses. Just do it. You want to do it, do it. All right. Thank you for your questions, Emmy. Next question is from Paula. She asked me, "Are you doing well?" Um, I am doing well. Thank you, Paula. I'm doing so good. I feel so good right now. I'm in a real good place with my studio. My music's getting so much better. It's gonna be. I'm actually gonna put out an album soon. It's gonna be really nice. I haven't come up with a name for it yet, but it'll come. Thank you, Paula. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Okay. Next question, Desi. How far did you come from where you are now? I've come a long way. I'm still not even close to where I want to be or where I envision myself, but I've come a long way. And honestly, like, the process of getting to where I am today, I appreciate that as well. I've done a lot of shows. I met a lot of people. I went to school for audio, met so many great people there too. Just doing music, you meet so many great artists, like, and it's pretty cool. It's nice to. I mean, I respect it. I love it so much. So I've come a long way. I know a lot of people have come a long way. We just got to keep going. She also asked me, who helped you accomplish what you have today? So there's a lot of people that I can say that have inspired me to kind of be where I am right now. One being my wife. She's there every day. She has to hear it every day. I got the speakers blasting every day. Um, if I'm mixing a song and we're on the hook and it's like one part that I'm trying to work on, like, she has to hear that. But she's been my main supporter. She's bought me equipment. Um, we've been together so long, and she just she's supported me throughout all of that. That's she's a big one. But there's also so many people. I don't even want to say names because I already know people will be like, "You forgot me." I was there for you, and I've heard it. But there's a lot of people, and I want to shout out. If you know who you are, and if you've been riding with me, we've hung out, you show love, like you know. But I want to thank you because you've inspired me in some way, man, and or girl or whoever you are. This question is from Christian, and he asks, "When did you find the time to work on music on the days that you had games?" So, when I was in high school, I didn't do music. So, I'm not sure if you're talking about high school or now, but when I got older. So, when I actually became a coach and I was coaching football, um, I honestly found time when I could, whenever I could. It's like if I had to work till night and I got home with maybe an hour or two to mix, I would be in here mixing for an hour or two. If I got home and I hung out with my kids from like 6 to 8 and then put them to sleep, whatever time I had left until I fell asleep, like I took advantage of that and I was in here. So honestly, like whenever, like whatever you're doing with that extra time that you have, that's when I found time. Like I don't really watch a lot of TV. I don't play a lot of games. I'm in here. This is where my time comes, and I love it in here. So, but good question, man. Like on whenever I could find time, that's when I could find time. Sometimes like I would get maybe 2 hours out of a day. Sometimes I got 4 or 5. So whenever I found time, I would do it. Thank you, Christian. The next question is from Natalie. She asked, "In the future, do you think you will be famous for your music?" Um, I hope so. I mean, everybody wants to be famous, right? I don't like that's not my main goal is not to be famous. In the beginning, I did want to be famous. I was like, man, fame is so cool, but at the same time, like I'm not so into it now. Like I'd rather take the money, honestly, and just keep doing what I'm doing. So, um, but if I'm famous, that'd be cool too. I mean, I'm not hating like on famous people or anything like that. Like, um, but I mean, I got a long way to go, so I'm just gonna keep going until that day comes. But thank you, Natalie. Uh, this next question comes from I didn't get his name, but his Snapchat is I wish a mother would with like little clapping hands in between. And he asked me, "Who is your biggest inspiration for making your music?" And so, off the top of the head, it's kind of tough because I was a fan of music before I even did music. Before I even became an artist, I was a huge fan, and so I would have like off the top of my head, I would have to say like Nas. Even though I was super late on Nas, I didn't really hear about Nas till maybe like a couple years back. I heard the Illmatic and Lauren Hill. I'm a huge that album is in rotation. I'm a huge Anderson .Paak fan. Logic, Wale, um, you know, I know there's a lot of other artists that I listen to, but my main artist, the dude I listen to the most, is probably J. Cole. A lot of people already know I'm a huge J. Cole fan. He's the realest dude to me, and I respect him so much that I've been listening to him since the warm up, and I'm actually gonna go see him on tour and his KOD tour, so I'm real excited about that. Can't wait to go see him. But yeah, that's been my biggest inspiration for music. Thanks, man, for that question. So, a couple of things I want to talk about. We were supposed to have a show called Good Vibes, and it was a show I was kind of throwing for the youth and trying to get just trying to get our youth going. I know a lot of people talk about things that they want to do for the youth, but there's no movement in it. And so I wanted to take a shot at it and try to get those wheels turning. Try to get everybody out doing something, because in the valley, if the only thing you can really do is probably go to the movies, probably go bowling or go get something to eat, but or do other things, buying. I talk about that, but um, yeah. So we're trying to throw a show, so we'll probably do it late August, and if anything, I'll keep y'all posted. We got a lot of good artists coming out in November. He actually just dropped the album. It's called Young and Broke. Or something like that. No, Young and Broken, I think. And and so he's gonna headline that show. We're also doing a Fortnite tournament, but again, I'll keep y'all posted on it. Thank you for being patient with it. I know a lot of people were kind of upset that it didn't happen, but I'm sorry. We're gonna have a new raffle. I will be raffling some headphones, a keyboard, and some studio time. Okay, I don't not in that order, but it's gonna be like first, second, third place. It'll be a $5 raffle. Only 25 people will be able to participate. So if you want to participate in it, just message me and we can talk about how you can send that payment. I do take PayPal, Venmo, all that other stuff. So just let me know if you're interested. I want to thank y'all for actually just even watching this video. If you made it this far, damn, I respect that. It's that's a good amount of your time. But so until next time, I really thank y'all for being here and taking the time to watch this. Next time will be different. I'll have more topics and more things to talk about. But for right now, this is all I got. So thank you guys.